got in some stellar paramotoring this month. We adventured through eastern Washington and Oregon to fly multiple locations. The most gorgeous spot had a very tricky LZ, and last year when we were here, my knee was still healing, so I made the smart decision not to fly that particular site. Keep your eyes peeled to see if I manage to launch here this year. We left right after work on Thursday night, picked up Taco Time for the road. They have a great veggie burrito. And we traveled to Beverly Dunes to spend the night, and our friend Todd met us there and joined on the adventure too. We were rewarded with a gorgeous sunrise.
Woo! Thanks.
This flight was a very cold flight, 32 degrees for 90 minutes. I'm very thankful for heated gloves. Stephen and Todd went lower, but it was much colder lower, and I stayed up high. Afterwards, Stephen made delicious French toast, and then we took our time driving to Oregon because a forecast for that afternoon and evening was very windy. Interesting cloud formations on the drive down. We made a few stops at the 45th parallel. We stopped for a hike amongst the ponderosa pines. Did you know if you scratch the trunk of a ponderosa pine, it smells like butterscotch? We arrived at Alvord Desert pretty late that night, had a snack dinner, and got to sleep. The next morning, we had an epic flight over the playa.
Woo! Just as the sun is rising.
We hung out one-wheeling and hiking. Todd brought his dirt bike too. The winds were 7 gusting 9 in the evening and smooth, and it was wonderful to have a warm, no-glove sunset flight. Looks like there was a sailboat event, possibly training. Looks like fun, but not as much fun as being in the sky. We also saw a plane overturn. Not sure what happened, but looks like everyone got out safely. Afterwards, we made dinner, and it seems like food tastes so much better camping out. Portobello mushroom burgers for dinner, and Todd brought the fire. The next morning, we attempted cresting the Steam Mountain again, but it was pretty bumpy, so we explored north of the playa and flew over other playas that we'd never flown over before. And we found a hot spring. We had a 90-minute flight. And then had delicious French toast again. Then we traveled to an undisclosed location in Oregon. The forecast wasn't predicted to be flyable, but when we arrived, winds were calmer than predicted. This was the most gorgeous spot and had a very tricky LZ. And last year when we were here, my knee was still healing, so I made the decision not to fly this particular LZ. But this year, I was able to launch and felt elated becoming airborne right as the sun was rising.
Woohoo! Woo! Woo! Woohoo! I'm in the air! Yes! On the sun, I can see it's rising. Woo! Woohoo! I am so happy to be up here. Wow! This is amazing. Woo! Yeah. Man, it's gorgeous. Whew. Man, this is just phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. Wow, look down there. That's amazing. Dang, it's just beautiful all around. Yeah, I mean, just looking every direction is gorgeous.
What an epic trip and an epic flying adventure.